The third method we're going to use to find the area of a trapezoid is called decomposing. And decomposing, like leaves that decompose after they fall from trees, means to break down. So dead leaves that fall from the trees, they become brittle and they break apart. They break into smaller pieces. To decompose a polygon sort of means the same thing. We're going to break it into smaller pieces that might be easy to work with to find the area of the entire trapezoid. So if you look at the trapezoid here, you can almost see that there is a parallelogram, a rectangle, and a triangle in the same shape. So there they are. Okay? So if we find the area of the parallelogram and the area of the triangle and add them together, we can find the area of the entire trapezoid. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area of the parallelogram. I'm going to label that 1 just to keep myself organized. Now I can see here that the base and the height of the parallelogram are there, 6 and 4. So the area is going to be base times height, which is going to be 6 times 4. So the area of that parallelogram is going to be 24 units squared. Now, you might be, thinking like, where are we going to get the dimensions for the triangle? Where are we going to get the base and height? Well, I know that the opposite sides of rectangles are the same length. So to find the height of the triangle, I just look at the opposite side of the rectangle. So the side is also going to be 4. Okay? And this side here of the rectangle is also going to be 6. But the whole length of this trapezoid is 8. So I got to think, well, what number plus 6 will get me to 8? And that would be 2. That's sort of like the missing side length there. I'm going to cross off this 8 here because I think it might be a little bit difficult to see with all those numbers there at the bottom of the trapezoid. So right now I have a base of the triangle, which is 2, and a height of the triangle, which is 4. So now I'm going to find the area of the triangle. Again, I'm going to label it. I'm going to label it 2 because it's the second polygon whose area I'm going to find. Area of the triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2. Well, the base for the triangle we said was 2. The height was 4. And I'm going to divide that by 2. Now you could do cross canceling here. You could simplify it, but I'm not going to simplify this example. I am going to in the next example. So I get 2 times 4 is 8 divided by 2, which is going to be 4 units squared. Now I'm not done yet because I still have to add together these two areas. So the area of the parallelogram was 24. The area of the triangle was 4. And 24 plus 4 is 28 units squared. So this is the final area of the trapezoid right there. Okay? So we added together both the areas of the parallelogram and the area of the triangle to find that total area. Let's do one more. Let me show you one more example here. So we have, again, I decomposed the trapezoid. I see a rectangle here, I see a triangle here. So I'm going to find the areas of both and add them together. First I'm going to find the area of the parallelogram. The area is going to be base times, I'm going to label this 1 just to make sure I keep myself organized. The area is going to be base times height. The base is going to be 4, the height is going to be 6, which again I think this is probably the 5th time we've gotten 24 units squared. Okay? But that's the area of the parallelogram. Now we're going to find the area of the triangle. Okay? Again, I'm going to use the formula area equals base times height divided by 2. But again, the dimensions for the triangle aren't clearly labeled. I know that the opposite side of a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal. So the side of that rectangle here is going to be 4, okay? And the height of the triangle is actually going to be 6. It's going to be the same length there. Now I got to think, well, what plus 4 is equal to 10? And that's going to be 6. I'm going to cross the 10 out so I'm not confused. 4 plus 6 is 10, so I know that the base of my triangle is 6. So now I have a height of 6 right here and a base of 6. So I'm going to multiply those together. The base is 6, the height is also 6. Divide the whole thing by 2. This one I'm going to show you how I cross cancel. 2 goes into 6 and it goes into 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 2 would be 1. 3 times 6 is 18. Divided by 1 is just going to be 18 units squared. So again, I'm going to add together the area of the parallelogram, which is 24, plus the area of the triangle, which is 18, and we get, for the entire trapezoid, we get an area of 42 units squared. Okay. So what you're going to do now is, with a partner, you're going to decompose two trapezoids just like I did and use the area formula for a parallelogram and a triangle to find the area of the trapezoid. So try page 559, numbers 5 and 6. Good luck to you.